Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Just Chatting Gaming News and Trailers for this week. We got a lot happening. There was TennoCon, and there was a Destiny event. Of course, Gamescom happened, and so there were a lot of trailers. Couple side notes for Gamescom coverage. I've already done a bunch of stuff. We have opening night live and a little bit of a side video. I have both of those up on YouTube. As far as TennoCon, they showed a bunch of Soulframe, which looks really, really good. And that is also a separate video that'll go up on YouTube here in a couple days. And so here in this video, we're going to cover some Bioware news and like all the other trailers that came out. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. For those who did not hear the news, Bioware announced further restructuring of the company. And as part of that, they are eliminating an additional 50 roles at the company. Now, what the blog post does not tell you is some of the finer details on that. So on Twitter, I follow a lot of these Bioware developers. And it looks like what happened is some 50 roles that got eliminated were Bioware vets. People who have been with the company for a very, very long time. People who were responsible for like some of the best characters and best stories in Mass Effect and Dragon Age over the past, 10 plus years. So it was one of them deals where it's like, oh, you guys have been here like a long time. You have the highest salaries and we're going to get rid of all of you. Which is really sad. I mean, Bioware used to be one of the top developers in the gaming industry. They released KOTOR into Dragon Age, Mass Effect 2. And it's such an incredible track record going. And then they just completely fell off. Like, they're probably not even in the top 10 or top 20 anymore. And with the elimination of these people, in addition to the other Bioware vets who have left over the past 10 years, the people who made Bioware are not there anymore. A lot of these vets did work on Dragon Age Dreadwolf, and so I have a feeling like that is going to be the last game that Bioware releases that at least has a little bit of a touch of some of these Bioware veterans. And then moving forward, like the next Mass Effect and whatever they end up doing, it's going to be completely new people. And so that should basically concern anybody who's a hardcore, long-term Bioware fan. It's very, very sad to see. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. The other interesting piece about this restructuring, as most of you know, they got rid of SWTOR. SWTOR is now under a new developer. There were, 40 developers off the top of my head that went from Bioware over to Broadsword to permanently work on SWTOR. And so basically what this all means is Bioware has gone from something like a 3-game studio to down to basically a 1-game studio. And they're just going to essentially focus one game at a time, which is, again, pretty crazy considering, at one time they were making Dragon Age and Mass Effect at the same time. They were also making SWTOR at the same time. They had other projects like the canceled Shadow Realms and of course Anthem. So they had the capability of doing like 4 games at a time, and now they're essentially down to like 1. So, yeah, very, very interesting and very sad. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this next Dragon Age, when it comes out, is it any good? And then what does the next Mass Effect even look like? It's really, really hard to say. So yeah, crazy stuff. In other news, this is a little bit of a sad note, but Nintendo announced that basically the guy who has done the voice of Mario forever is no longer doing it. He's actually moving on to another thing. The funny thing about this, a lot of people saw this and kind of read the headline, and they're like, oh no, the voice of Mario has died. And it's like, no, he's not dead. He's just not going to do it anymore. So they haven't really announced who the new voice is. A lot of people are saying just get Chris Pratt at this point, which I think would be really weird or silly. I don't know. I still haven't seen the Mario movie. I've heard it's good, but I haven't seen it. But no, a lot of people, you know, enjoy the iconic voice, the, you know, the woohoos and all that fun stuff. Starting back at, like, Super Mario 64 and everything past that. So, yeah, definitely a sad day for Mario and Nintendo, but we'll have to see what they're going to do moving forward. All right, let's go ahead and jump into trailers. This is another trailer that happened from Gamescom. I think it caught a lot of people off guard. There's a classic Star Wars game that is getting a full remaster. And what the heck is going on with... There we go. All right, cool. So, yeah. Anybody play this game back in the day? Honestly, I don't remember if I ever did. It's a long time ago. Dark Forces. Remastered. Oh god, it's Vader. Oh wow, look at that.
5 days ago, the Empire attacked one of our secret bases. Intelligence thinks that this may be an act of retaliation for the destruction of the Death Star.
Freaking Terminators? I mean, Dark Troopers? Yeah, that ought to be fun. Cool stuff. All right, next up, we have us a brand new trailer for Assassin's Creed Mirage. This is called The Round City. Let's go ahead and take a look.
كم مضى منذ رحيلك عن بغداد؟
أعوام لا أذكر مقدارها. كنت أعرف دائما أنني سأعود يوما ما.
لقد عاد للتو من قبل. كنا في المتجر ولذا
قضيت الكثير من طفولتي في هذه الشوارع. لطالما كنت أستمتع بهذا المكان. كنا نتسلل إلى بيت الحكمة في صغرنا أنا وصديقتي نهال.
السلام عليكم.
ذكريات جميلة صارت كريهة الآن. قلبي يتألم لما حدث لهم. وها أنا ذا مستتر يتهيأ لإعادة النور إلى أحلك أركان المدينة.
Gonna be stabbing dudes and pulling them off ledges.
وليس عن تنظيم القدماء. لننهي هذا الأمر.
Yeah, quick reminder that the release date on that game got moved up by a week. So it's coming out a little bit earlier now. All right, next up, we've got the official story trailer for Lords of the Fallen. Here we go.
Never possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You fail. I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived. Another sinner. They brand me evil. A tyrant. Yet I offer you something they will not. A choice.
Hello again, deathless one.
Is this game of Souls-like? Yes.
Mankind have had to shape their own destiny. See what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, and suffering. Chaos. Now you will know darkness, brother.
Don't do that.
Of a god human. Kneel before me and beg for forgiveness. And remember, you look into the shadows, might be the shadows look back.
That seems normal. All right. Next up, we have the trailer for the word chat, Jasant. Let's take a look. This is the gameplay trailer. Jasant. Yeah, we saw this game at the Xbox conference. Does he have a bird in his backpack? What is this? The entire game is just to climb the mountain and return the bird to its nest. It fell out of its nest. We gotta do all this to get back to the top. See, he's gonna like chuck it off. All right, next up we got a brand new gameplay trailer for RoboCop Rogue City. So far, what we've seen on this, it looks kind of like okay-ish.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains.
Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is
A
crime.
new crime wave sweeping Detroit has already claimed the lives
The
of
malfunction
21
caught
police
on camera
officers.
provokes a question. Can we put our safety into the hands of a
An
machine?
OCP holds the scalpel.
My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. I'm a police psychologist. I specialize in dealing with police officers suffering from emotional trauma.
What's hiding in that metal head of yours?
I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages.
Drop it, scum.
Anyone expecting a silver freak?
Contact!
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online.
It's RoboCop!
It's that service box, isn't it?
I am detecting a short circuit.
What are those big robots called, chat?
I'm looking at the map of this place, and it's huge.
OCP tracking device torn out. I am going to follow the blood trail.
However, one aspect of your composition that has been
ED-209s?
severely neglected is your human side, your brain.
We must smash that thing.
I've heard people refer to you by different names.
Okay there, Murphy?
Fire at will.
I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
My name is...
Your name is Rogue City? That's weird. All right, next up, and again, this has been another series that we get a new trailer for every week. A new trailer for Mortal Kombat 1. We have seen a little bit of this trailer. There was and I'm trying to remember where this was, but there was a presentation where they showed off a bunch of Mortal Kombat. So I think there's elements of this trailer that we've seen, but this is the official Rulers of the Outworld trailer. So here we go.
Outworld can be both alien and intoxicating to Earthrealmers. While our realms are at peace, there are Outworlders who would prefer us to be at war. General Shao.
Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains. All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
Gonna beat up Sub-Zero.
You would consign us to endless war.
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort? Do not forget that, General.
Yeah, every time we see a trailer for this game, I get more and more impressed by it.
We gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel.
Let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty.
Is it me? Or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people.
I am ready, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
Kang's, or, Raiden's dead.
Who's your queen?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be streaming the story mode of that now. Game looks crazy. All right, next up we got the launch trailer for a game that's actually pretty highly anticipated. I've seen a lot of people talk about this. It's the launch trailer for Sea of Stars. Another one of these old school JRPGs. This is also on Game Pass. I'll probably give it a shot. I don't know how much I'm going to play of it. My only thing is, with games like this, I wish they were fully voice acted. Which is really rare for this type of game. All right, next up, we have got the release date trailer for SteamWorld Build. This is a game that I demoed and thought it was absolutely fantastic. So definitely be playing this.
You see all those stars up there? That's where we'll live once we escape this world.
How will we get all the way up there, Pa?
I'll show you, hon. First, how about we build us a nice little town?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, this game's kind of a mix. It's got the city building elements, and then it has like an underground, like, tower defense element, which is a little bit different.
We'll need the help of a whole lot of Steambots to make sure we get all the resources.
How will we do that, Pa?
We're gonna find all we need deep in the mines.
Yeah, so it's kind of like two games running at the same time.
Are we gonna work in the mine, Pa?
No, I'll leave that to the professionals.
Send the robots down to sacrifice themselves to the angry horde that lives beneath.
Oh no! Monsters! What do we do now?
Let's build us some defenses.
Doing?
They're collecting pieces of our rocket, hon.
Wow! When do we leave?
Real soon, hon. How about you search us a new home?
Hooray! I'll be at the observatory!
December 1st is a good date for it because there's not much coming out in December. All right, cool. Next up, another game that just got a 1.0 release date. I know a bunch of you guys are a fan of this series. I still need to see the new movie. I haven't done that yet. This is also another game that I've demoed.
How seductive it is to live in peace. There could have been a bloodless Arrakis. The steady hand of my Duke, governing a confident workforce. A plentiful House Atreides, providing for the whole Imperium. A brilliant society, gracefully withstanding the red winds of this land. But we were not sent here to thrive. Plotters will infest this benevolent regime, and blood will be spilled. Rivals will surround this prosperous house, and violence will ensue. Unknown forces will emerge from this bountiful land, and there will be no respite. To live in peace is a privilege of the weak. And as our strength culminates, a new age of turmoil approaches. On this day begin the Spice Wars.
The Spice Wars have begun. Sometime in September, but we don't have a date. I mean, September's coming up here real soon, so... All right, we now have 2 trailers for Armored Core, which just came out. The first one is a live-action trailer featuring somebody that everybody likes.
Think you're ready? Let's get to work. I've seen your kind before. Another hound searching for its next meal. Maybe you're in it for glory. For fortune. Either way, it's not gonna be a walk in the park. But in an armored core, you might just stand a chance. There are no rules here. So bring the fight as you see fit. Be ruthless. Be swift. Do whatever it takes to get the job done. Welcome to Rubicon, mercenary. Feed the fire. Let the last cinders burn.
This game is actually doing fairly well. It's getting very, very good reviews. Yep, came out just a couple days ago. And now we're going to jump into the overview trailer for Armored Core. By the way, apparently, From Software, they're sending some...
Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon is a sci-fi mech action game that takes place in a future where...
I'm just going to pause for a second. From Software, they're sending out some press kits to people, and it actually has hot sauce in it. So they did Armored Core-themed hot sauce.
Where interstellar travel
fires
is common
of Rubicon
on the blockaded planet Rubicon 3 in a distant star system.
Taste the fire.
You are an augmented human pilot, optimized to control a humanoid weapon referred to as an AC, or Armored Core. Under the direction of its owner, Handler Walter, you find yourself as an independent mercenary in a war between forces over a new substance called coral.
I'll give you a reason to exist. Let's get to work.
AC is a weapon that can perform three-dimensional actions that humans cannot. It can move freely between the ground and the air, and use up to 4 weapons simultaneously. Stagger is an important element to consider in battles between mechs. While dodging the enemy's attacks in 3 dimensions, continue to press the attack and aim for a direct hit when the enemy's attitude control system is down. Assembly allows you to customize your AC, granting you incredible freedom in battle. The durability and weight of the AC are determined by its frame parts. Leg parts in particular significantly change the behavior of the AC. Bipedal legs excel in maneuverability. Reverse joint legs specialize in jumping power. Tetrapod legs can stay in the air by hovering. And tank treads turn your AC into a mobile fortress on the ground. By assembling your AC with the right combination of weapons, it's possible to coordinate your attacks to cause enemies to stagger and then follow up with a direct hit. Continue to optimize your AC by assembling inner parts that define its basic performance. The paint function allows you to decorate the AC that
whatever
you've assembled.
Color you want.
Set the coloring and texture, apply your
Make
own
a
original
transformer.
decals, and create your one-of-a-kind, personalized AC. Then upload your AC data and share it with other players.
I do think this game looks cool. It's just, there's so many games coming out.
With your completed AC, you can now sortie in various missions. Check the details to learn the request and reward. Then accomplish your mission by disabling huge weapons, eliminating hostile forces, recovering data, and destroying facilities. The key to success is to adjust your AC's assembly to fit your strategy. As you establish a track record, more requests will come your way.
Let's get to work, shall we?
Rubicon's environment is full of threats. Megastructures that cover the surface of the planet, contaminated and cold terrain, remains from long ago, and deep underground facilities. Explore the large-scale sci-fi world with your custom AC. The environment is not the only threat on Rubicon 3. You'll encounter bosses with abilities that surpass even those of ACs. Identify your enemy's behavior and strengths, then optimize your AC's assembly to defeat these extraordinary enemies. By leveraging three-dimensional movement and staying on the offensive, you'll find a way to overcome any challenges Rubicon 3 throws your way.
Good solid video. I've actually, I feel like a lot of the streamers that I watch have been so busy with other things, I haven't really seen too many play that game. Speaking of sci-fi, we have a brand new update for No Man's Sky. The game that just keeps on giving. It keeps adding like a million more things. This is the Echoes update. You can now play as a robot. Personal refiner. I think they added in, maybe they're going to talk about it here in a second, holographic displays. New story. Oh. Multi-tool scrapping. Expeditions. Pirate freighters. Torpedo freighters. epic freighter battles. That's kind of the big thing. Freighter trenches. They're like, listen, we know people like to do the Death Star thing, and so we're just going to add that in. Pirate factions. Plus many more things. One of these days, they're going to stop doing content for that game. I mean, they're not making that much money. All right, 2 trailers left. The next one is the PC features trailer for the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This game comes out in December. Let's take a look. If I was Ubisoft, I'd push this game to next year. December
Avatar
is at
Frontiers of Pandora is an exciting open-world action-adventure experience. When playing it on PC, you'll enjoy state-of-the-art features that will immerse you in the wonders and dangers of Pandora.
You are new, are you not, to this world?
Ray-traced reflections and shadows will bring the world to a whole new level of beauty and realism. Preview and fine-tune your performance for stunning visuals with extended graphics settings. And with our built-in PC benchmark tools, players can test their settings in a controlled environment to compare results and optimize their experience. AMD FSR 2 can also be used to fine-tune the balance between visual quality and performance. The game can handle most resolutions and aspect ratios, even ultra-wide screens or high-resolution multi-monitor setups.
We must bring the fight to them.
Players can enjoy a smooth experience, stable FPS, and low latency in all resolutions.
That's a bold claim.
They can even expect a higher frame rate with the right settings and the latest hardware. The game takes advantage of high core count processors, as it has been optimized to perform on
because
lower
if
specs
somebody
and
has a
high-end
PC that runs this below 60 FPS, they can use this video as like
AMD and Ubisoft are pushing the envelope of technical and visual quality in gaming. The fight for Pandora has never been so captivating. Immerse yourself in the extraordinary world of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora on PC.
I feel like we still need to know a lot more about that game, but it's looking all right. We'll see. All right, final trailer of the day is another. This is actually episode 10 of the City Skylines features.
City building is a journey led by your creativity and ambition. So the decisions you make along the way reflect who you are. To help you build a city that's true to you, City Skylines 2 puts 20 milestones packed with rewards directly in your path. When you unlock a milestone, you're rewarded expansion permits. Expansion permits allow you to quickly add new map tiles to your city. But this isn't just about real estate. Use expansion permits to release tiles with the specific attributes you need to see your plans through. Milestones also reward you with development points. You need development points to add city services, the bedrock of a functioning metropolis. But just adding them isn't enough. The needs of citizens will change as the city expands, so you'll need to keep developing city services to keep
like little
pace.
mini skill trees.
Your development points make it happen. The city services you choose to add, how you develop them, and just how advanced you make them all make a big impact on the character of your city. This is how it works. Each city service has a development tree. The nodes on the development tree are more and more advanced buildings that level up the city service in a specific way. As you unlock these nodes, that city service becomes more sophisticated and specialized. When you first add a city service, you're at the base of the development tree, so you get the basics. Like when you add the city service public transportation, you get buses and taxis. Basic stuff. Spend development points to unlock nodes further along the development tree. In this case, you might invest in trains to move more people more efficiently. Or you might go in a totally new direction by taking to the skies. It's all up to you.
What's the Space Center do?
Remember, the further you go along a development tree, the more development points you'll need to cough up. And they don't exactly rain from the sky. You might not add a city service at all, or you might not develop it very much. Others, you'll take all the way. Once you add a city service and unlock nodes on its development tree using development points, it's time to open your wallet. To actually pay for the construction of city service buildings, building extensions, and operational upgrades, you need cash. Don't worry, you can cover it with the monetary rewards you get when you unlock each milestone. By now, you're probably asking, how do I unlock milestones? It's all about expansion points, or XP. You'll rack up XP passively and actively. Passive XP are awarded up to 16 times during each in-game day. They're awarded as your city's population and the happiness level of that population increases. That's why smooth-running cities that foster the well-being of citizens make steady progress toward the next milestone. Active XP are doled out right when you make bold investments in your city. Watch them rack up when you plop a signature building or invest in core infrastructure like the city's road network. In City Skylines 2, milestone rewards empower you to unleash your creativity and ambition on the path to building a city that only you can.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that game continues to look great. All right. Where's my music? Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, lot of game of the year right there, maybe. No, lots of great stuff coming out. For those who are watching on YouTube, there you go. That's the latest gaming news and trailers. So we'll wrap it up right there. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.